Welcome to Tech Savvy 101, AI and Automation Made Simple. Hi, I'm Sarah Baker, your new Tech Savvy bestie. I'm a technology and automation coach, an online business owner, and a crazy busy mom of 3 kids under 10. Whether you're just starting to explore AI or you're ready to level up your tech game, I'm here to help make it all feel absolutely doable. No complicated jargon, no endless tutorials, just shortcuts and simple solutions that you can start using in your business right away. So, if you're ready to start saving hours every day with smart systems and AI tools, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hey there, welcome back to Tech Savvy 101, AI and Automation Made Simple. I'm your host, Sarah Baker, your Tech Savvy bestie, who's here to help you simplify your business, embrace automation, and save hours every week. All right, real talk time. Have you ever spent half of your day editing and re-editing the perfect social media post, complete with beautiful graphic, the best hook, a killer trending audio, and what you thought was super engaging copy? You hit publish, and then you spend the next hour refreshing to see 3 likes. 1 from your mom, 1 from your business bestie, and 1 from a random bot account trying to sell you followers. Womp womp. If that sounds a little too familiar, you are not alone. You might be stuck in what I call the post and pray content trap. And trust me, it's way more common than you think. Here's the thing. This isn't just about hurt feelings or bruised egos. This cycle is actually killing your business growth in ways you might not even realize. In this episode, I am breaking down the 5 biggest signs that you are caught in this trap. And more importantly, why breaking free is absolutely crucial for your future success. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly whether you're stuck in this cycle. And spoiler alert, if you are, I've got some good news coming your way at the end. So let's dive in. All right, let's start with the first sign. If you find yourself constantly chasing the latest trends and viral sounds and whatever format is hot this week, now listen, I get it. When you see someone in your industry go viral because they jumped on the latest trend or used that trending audio that everyone's talking about, it's so easy to fall into the trap of feeling like you've discovered the secret sauce, right? But here's what's really happening, and this might sting a little. You're essentially playing the lottery with your time and your energy, and we all know what those odds really are. You're betting everything on the hope that this trend will finally be the magic bullet that gives you the visibility that you know you deserve. The problem is that trends come and go faster than a good sale at Target. So what's viral today is then forgotten tomorrow. Everyone has moved on to the next trend. I want you to think about this. How much time did you spend last week or last month learning new formats, figuring out trending sounds, or trying to crack the code on whatever platform algorithm had changed that week? If it's more than an hour or 2, that's time that could have been spent creating content that actually lasts for your business. When you're constantly trend chasing, you're building your business on quicksand. There's no foundation there, no consistency, and definitely no predictability. Sign number 2 is that your mood and your confidence and your business strategy are completely dependent on algorithm performance. I know that you know what I'm talking about here. One day your post gets amazing reach and you're on cloud 9. It took off and you are convinced that you have finally figured it out. But the next day, when you try to recreate that magic, your nearly identical post reaches all of 12 people and you're spiraling. and wondering if the algorithm hates you personally. But here's the uncomfortable truth about this. When your entire content strategy depends on the whims of an algorithm that you can't control, you've essentially handed over your business growth to a computer program that changes its mind more often than my child changes her mind on what she's going to wear to school today. And as the person who does the laundry in this household, let me tell you, it's often. And those algorithm changes, they're not going anywhere. They're not slowing down. Platforms are constantly tweaking their systems. They're often prioritizing completely different types of content without any warning to creators like us. So building your business visibility solely on algorithmic reach is like building your house on someone else's land. You never know when you might get evicted. Here's sign number 3, and this one's a biggie. Most of your content becomes irrelevant within 24, maybe 48 hours. Think about your last week of posts on social media. How many of them would still be valuable to someone discovering your account for the first time 6 months from now? If you're being honest with yourself, probably not many. When you're stuck in the post and pray trap, you're creating what I call disposable content. These are posts that serve their purpose for a hot minute, and then they disappear into the social media graveyard, never to drive value again. Rest in peace. But here's what successful business owners know, and that's that the most powerful content compounds over time instead of being buried. It keeps working for you long after you hit publish, brings in new leads, builds trust, and establishes your authority and expertise in your space. So if you're spending hours every week creating content that stops working the moment you post something new, you're not building a business asset. You're just doing busy work. Hold up. If you're sitting here recognizing yourself in these signs and you're feeling a little bit called out right now, I have some really exciting news for you. This Monday, I am hosting a completely free workshop called the 2-hour per week AI strategy to escape the social media grind and grow your business 24/7. Here's what I'm going to show you, my exact step-by-step method for solving this post and pray problem once and for all. I'm talking about banishing that content creation burnout completely and creating all of your business content in just 2 hours per week using simple AI systems that anyone can master. No more spending hours glued to your phone. No more algorithm anxiety keeping you up at night. Just a proven system that creates strategic content that actually grows your business while you focus on what you do best. And yes, it's totally free. I am literally going to walk you through the entire process live. Head to the link in the show notes of this episode to grab your seat. That's this Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And trust me, it's going to be a total game changer for your business. Sign number 4 is that you're measuring your content success primarily by likes and follows and comments rather than actual business results. Don't get me wrong, because engagement feels amazing. It's very validating. There's nothing quite like seeing those notifications roll in. But here's the reality check that we all need, and that's likes don't pay the bills. I see so many business owners who get caught up in the vanity metrics game. They obsess over their followers and their engagement rates, while their actual business metrics, things like email subscribers, discovery calls booked, or sales made, remain flat. So when you're in the post and pray mode, it's very easy to mistake activity for achievement. Likes aren't moving the ball forward in your business. But if your content isn't moving people from social media followers to actually becoming business relationships or customers, you're essentially running a very expensive hobby, not a business strategy. The most successful entrepreneurs that I know have a completely different relationship with their content metrics. They're tracking things like how many people visited my website from this post? How many email subscribers did I gain? How many consultation calls did I book? Or how many sales did this piece of content generate? Those are the numbers that actually matter for your business growth. And finally, sign number 5 is that you consistently feel like you're shouting into the void, wondering if anyone actually cares about what you have to say. This one is honestly the most heartbreaking to me because I know how much of your heart and your soul that you put into your content. You research, you write, you design, you post, and then you wait and wait and wait. And more often than not, the response you end up getting from what you posted just doesn't match the effort that you put in. Because when you're stuck in this cycle, content creation starts to feel like pushing a boulder up a hill. It's exhausting and frustrating, and honestly, it can feel really lonely. But here's what I want you to know. It's not that people don't care about what you have to say. It's that the post and pray approach makes it really freaking hard for the right people to find you at the right time. Because your ideal clients aren't sitting around waiting for your next social media post. No, they're searching for solutions to their problems, often at 2 a.m. on Google, not scrolling through their social media feed. So now that we've covered the 5 signs, let me explain why staying stuck in this post and pray trap is actually devastating for your business growth. First off, you are wasting your most valuable resource, your time. Every hour spent creating content that disappears in 24 hours is an hour that could have been spent creating something that works for your business for months or even years. Second, you're missing out on building real business assets. When all of your content lives on platforms that you don't own, you're essentially building someone else's empire instead of your own. And third, and this is a big one, you're training your audience to expect disposable content from you. They're not looking to you as the go-to expert in your field because they're not seeing consistent, valuable, search-worthy content that establishes your authority. But here's the good news, and why I'm so excited about that free workshop I mentioned earlier, because there's a completely different way to approach content creation. There's a way that works with your schedule instead of against it, and a way that builds real business assets that compound over time. So instead of creating 20 pieces of content that each work for one day, what if you could create one piece of strategic content that does the work of 20? What if your content could be found by your ideal clients not just today, but 6 months from now or a year from now? That is exactly what I'll be teaching in the workshop. It's going to be teaching how to exit stage left from this exhausting post and pray cycle once and for all, and instead start to build a content machine that actually grows your business and allows your customers to find you even at 2 a.m. when they're on Google and when you're sleeping soundly in your bed. All right, my friend, let's recap those 5 signs. 1, you're constantly chasing trends. 2, you live and die by algorithm changes. 3, your content expires within 24 to 48 hours. 4, you're focused on vanity metrics over business results. And 5, you feel like you're shouting into the void. If you're nodding along because you recognized yourself in even 1 or 2 of these signs, you're definitely not alone. Most entrepreneurs get caught in this trap at some point because honestly, it's what we've been trained and taught to do. But recognition is the first step to breaking free from this cycle. So once you see the trap for what it is, you can start building something better. Remember that free workshop is happening on Monday. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a content strategy that works for you, not against you. Grab your seat by registering at the link in the show notes. I promise it'll be worth your time, and I will see you there. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Tech Savvy 101. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you could hit subscribe and maybe share it with another entrepreneur who also might be stuck in their own post and pray cycle. I will see you really soon. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Savvy 101, AI and Automation Made Easy. If today's episode made tech a little less intimidating for you, I would be so grateful if you'd leave a review and let me know what you loved. Don't forget to check out the show notes for links to any resources I mentioned today. Be sure to follow Tech Savvy 101 wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. Tune in for AI in Action on Tuesdays for quick, practical AI tips, and join me on Thursdays for full-length episodes. Until next time, keep shattering that tech ceiling.